Well with you. I'm Leslie of Leslie Creations coming to you from my work room. Hoo-doo. So I almost forgot that I was going to do a live of show and tell for the week. Y'all, let's just say I've been busy. So if you don't know what I do, I create and plus size fashion. Just so happen to have my shirt on today. But not only do I do that, I love to play with fabric. Currently, right now, I am doing a 30-yard challenge. Now, normally, this 30-yard challenge is done within a month's time. The only reason why I'm pointing it out because somebody actually asked me. So this is normally done in a 30 days, 30 yards. If you um, if you buy any fabric within the time you're doing the challenge, you have to restart the challenge. My only stipulation for myself was I decided not to count anything that I was doing for a client because sometimes you can't control what you're doing for a client. So because I couldn't control that, I'm not counting those things. So I'll just make sure I don't buy nothing for me. Is it a struggle? Yes. Should be a struggle? No, but it is. That's my struggle. I love fabric. I love to play with fabric. I love working with fabric. So that's my issue. So we have a show and tell tonight. Whew. I've had a good week. I think I posted one video this week showing one of the makes that I've done. And I'm gonna show you a couple more. So you may hear talking in the background. I apologize. Family is over and children are talking and they want to go over something. I didn't want to be in there. What I want to do is go to sleep. I'm tired today. Why? I don't know, but I'm tired. But anyway, so I posted the video of me making. Let's see if I can find it because I did move things over. And I feel like there's something else missing, but I don't know. Anyway, so one thing about this particular challenge I have decided to do differently was at first it was just going to be a 30-yard challenge for myself where I was just going to make stuff for me and I was going to be like good and done. I've decided to split the challenge up. So this I'm doing it simultaneously in essence. So what I'm doing is I am doing my grandkids as well as me. So for the grandkids, that kind of includes a mama and daddy. Um, at least the ones from Kansas. Hey now, thanks for coming in. And then for me and my husband, mostly for me, he may get something by, you know, by default. So, so right now I think I only got one item for me for this week that I made. Everything else have been for the grandkids, and it's pretty much everything was made this week. I still have a couple projects I need to like finish off. Um, that I haven't finished yet. So I am working to like go through as many remnants as possible. Hey now, thanks for coming in. I'm trying to get through more remnants versus trying to just pick big pieces of fabric. So these are remnant. There is one part of it I need to put. I'm doing good. Thanks for coming in. I got stuff in the way. Lord knows I got stuff in the way. So here is the. This does not show the whole thing. I'm gonna turn y'all to the corner. Why are you starting at your nose? I don't know. I don't know. I hate to tilt y'all too much because it may do something crazy. Because my my thing I easel whatever that I use, I'm doing well. The easel I use is not. I need a new one. I need a new one, y'all. on my stand. I don't know where my other one is, but anyway. So here is, I'll kind of lay it on the mannequin because otherwise you won't be able to really see it with me standing where I am. This is one hoodie, and I did the video. I posted the video about it. I posted it yesterday, in fact. So this is all fleece. I did a cuff, and it's kind of fluffy. So it's fluffier here. So it's called a polar fleece. And then it has a strip down the back. So this is the second one. The only thing left to do, I'm actually gonna, it's supposed to have a drawstring and it's supposed to be double layered. I decided I didn't want to do that. So all I'm gonna do is turn it under slightly and then do a double stitch, twin needle stitch on that one. This is the second one I've done. And this took about 1 yard and 3/4 for it. This is the first one. So I'm gonna kind of do the same. This one took almost, and the only reason why the yardage is a little different, I don't know why. It may have been because of how I cut it or whatever. But this is the second one. Same size. It's a 1460. And I did the cuffs. So, and I had to be a little more strategic because I didn't have as much of this, and the direction made a difference. So that was number two. Number two. The pattern didn't call for a pocket. I was gonna put a pocket on it. I changed my mind. I didn't feel like it, just because I was being lazy. And not to waste anything, I decided to go ahead and do 2 scarves. My granddaughter already claimed this one. She said she wanted it. I was like, maybe. And this is the other one. Now this one, because of the colors, it will look really cute. I think I have a brown dress still. If not, I'm gonna make me a brown dress. This is really cute. And it only took 8 inches. 8 inches. And then the length of the fabric. All right. So all of these, of course, everything's made out of fleece, so you don't have to work as hard. I really like it. I got hair everywhere. Hair everywhere. All right, so this is, I wish I had my other mannequin here. This would make it much easier. But we're going to, as we say, we're going to do what it do and make it work, okay? Make it work. I'm going to sit this up on the mannequin so you can see it better. Because if I do it any other way, you're really not going to be able to see how it looks. All right, so we got this sweater. I made 2. There's 2. This one's a little different. This one's more details to it than this one. This was more plain. This the sleeves. I did lengthen the sleeves and put a cuff on the end. That's to give one length or whatever. So because it was, okay, this fabric was, I believe, 2 yards long. Excuse me. 2 yards long. I think it was 58 inches wide. And I don't know, the lighting's not the greatest, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to turn it where you can really see the fabric. So it's a sweater, but kind of meshy, kind of more of a mesh feel to me. So they have to wear a cami underneath, which is fine, but it has a glitter to it. So this one's more plain, where I did a little bit more details on this one because I had to make it work with what I had. So here you will see that it's kind of puffy up at the top of the shirt. And then I made it go down to, I would say, just above the elbow, not too far above the elbow. So it looks like a puffy sleeve. It's not going to be really dramatic only because of the fabric, it'll lay more because of the drape. But I did the band straight. But you also will notice that the direction of the stripe is the opposite direction because I was working with what I had. My goal was to use as much of the fabric that I had as possible without creating a whole lot of waste. And I think it turned out really cute. So that's that's three, four makes for the grands out of the 30. And I know I'm gonna tell you right now, I believe my count is wrong. I am going to have at least the yardage amount that I'm at this point. I'm gonna have to go back in, double check some items that I have in my other room and double check because I started setting stuff to the side and I actually gave my grandkids their stuff. I probably should have waited a little bit longer. Yeah. But it is what it is. So the next item, all of these, a half of them are already trimmed. Just got to finish trimming it. And then I'll be good to go. So this is a long cardigan. And there was a modification. The pattern for this one is probably, I wouldn't doubt it that it's at least 10 years old. I know it's at least 10 years old because I had it for my daughter. So it is basically a basic sweater, type style. I did the cuff. The goal of doing the cuffs on the items was to avoid having to work within a small area, and plus it finishes it much nicer. So that's what I did with that. And the other thing I did differently, I put about a 2.5 inch piece around the neckline, and it goes the entire distance all the way down to the hem. You can see where it's connected, and I use the double needle to finish it off. I haven't edited yet. I am going to edit a video of me making this. I think I have that video. I don't know. I'm trying to get in a regular habit of making sure certain items or certain projects I actually video, and other ones I'm kind of letting it go, but I'll do better and I'll figure it out. If you hadn't watched the hoodie video, please go over to my channel or scroll down. It's the most latest one. It doesn't have, I think it's 30-yard challenge hoodie or something. That's pretty much what it is. So that's that one. So I have managed to make a total of 2 sweaters, 2 hoodies, 2 scarves, and a cardigan for the grands. And then the last thing is mine. And it was my goal with this one, like the other one, was to utilize all the remnants completely up. So this was 2 yards, I believe, from, or 3, it could have been 2 yards or 3 yards from Walmart. Like I said, I have a lot of remnant pieces that I just need to clean out. So this is like a sweatshirt crop top that I had made. Not a complete crop, but it drops a little bit longer in the back, not a heap a lot. The one reason why I do like this particular style, because I am so hippie, instead of worrying about it kind of sticking at my hip line, it'll actually skate across because it was created and made to have a curvature out right here. You'll see it kind of flick out a little bit. So that's part of the reason. Then the other thing I like about this top is I tend to make my sleeves much wider to allow for my arm. As you see, there's fullness here. Part of the reason why my arm is full is I was diagnosed with lymphedema years ago, and my arm never, like, I don't know what to say. It's only gotten worse. It's not as bad as it could be, but it's only gotten worse compared to what it originally was. Now, I when I was doing this, I was not gonna do this strip right here, but otherwise the shirt is kind of plain. So I wanted to give it a little bit of an interest, and I inserted, because that was the only long piece I had left. Like I said, I was trying to work within the confines of what I had in order to create this. I already had reduced the width of the shirt, and I wanted to make sure I had plenty of room when I put it on. I'm thinking that I may run one row to drop this band a little bit more, maybe a half an inch. I haven't totally decided just yet, but for the most part, it is done. So we are good to go in this process. Um, I think, and I'll show you the fabric that I'm hoping to work with this week. I may even work on it tonight. I doubt it, but because I'm really, 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 really tired. Um, and you know how it is after you've eaten, you always get extra tired. I'm extra tired because I done ate tonight. So I'm gonna show you the things that I'm hoping to work on this week. It is not a guarantee that everything that I show you will get done this week. My goal is to try to get it done, but there is no guarantees. Nothing's a guarantee around here. So, this is a dress that I had started before. Um, have been working on. So this one is not necessarily in the 30-yard challenge because this was something I cut way before the 30-yard challenge happened. But it's something I need to finish before my grandkids go back. I'm talking a lot, so I have to drink. All right. So, and this is where I would say some people may run into, or situation you may run into. So I sometimes get or make plans and decide on the design, and I think everything is perfect until I start to put things together. Maybe because I forgot something, and it happens because we are all human. So I had started on this dress. Um, the dress has, I don't know where the other piece is. There we go. It's going to be a dress with a ruffle bottom. I already have the ruffle like prepared. I've already hemmed the ruffle. I just got to attach it. But at first, I was getting ready to just fold this around and keep it moving. I didn't like the finish of it. And so, because of that, that's the part of the reason why I didn't actually finish the project. But I ended up finding some red cotton that I interfaced to be able to attach and kind of hide enough of the collar when I sew it, and then I'm gonna serge the collar. It's not gonna really take me that long. It's just a matter of putting the color on my machine and getting it done. So this is one project I definitely should be able to finish this week with no problem. So all pieces are together. So we're gonna roll that up, roll it up. And that's usually what I do is kind of roll them up. Roll all pieces together, you're less likely to lose them. Then I'm going to work on, this is a shirt similar to the sweater. I just got to put it together. I did cut this out, so I am counting this in the 30. As you can tell, see, I hate the fact that you can't really see the shimmer in it. So the gray looks shimmery shiny. It looks dull on the camera, but it's shimmery shiny. It is a lightweight jersey knit material, very breathable, perfect. I got all pieces and it's ready to be sewn. The next thing I plan to work on Now I may do a little bit of a color family situation. I don't know if you heard me say this before, um, but what I usually do is set my all my machines up with the color I want to work with. After I set it up, I try to do as many projects with that same color family so I'm not constantly changing the thread, which takes away time, so that I could be a lot more efficient and complete the task at hand. So my goal is to pick a color, stick with a color, and get as much stuff done. Okay. So I want to do this one top, but I'm gonna show you top in a second. Um, I will probably get one pair of these done. These are boxers for my son. I want to get them all done before I go, so that I can take them with me when I go and gift these to him. Um, and it's a total, I think, five, maybe six pairs. Um, yeah, I'm sure people will say I spoil my grandkids and my kids when it comes to certain things. I so I feel that um, they appreciate it, they enjoy them, they love them. So it's I might as well give it to somebody who's going to appreciate and use it. Okay, because they use even the boxes, they love them and they use them often because they talk about them. Because even my daughter-in-law, this is a funny, might as well tell you. Anyway, years ago, that she would buy him some new underwear or something like that. Um, she bought them. He wore them. And I think they tore in a short amount of time. I don't remember what the time frame was, but he was fussing about the fact. He said, "My mama's underwear don't do this." So he loves my underwear because they last longer than 2 seconds, and I always say it like that: last longer than 2 seconds, and he the gets the money worth out of it. And you want that? You spend good money for a product to be made. You don't want to sit up there and have to deal with it being tore up in a hot minute. So anyway, that's it for that one. So the next item, and I'm just going to show you. I think it's this picture. So, um, this is, oh, it's such a glare. This is a pattern. I think it's like 10 years old, 15 years old. I don't know. That I bought to make a jogging suit. This jogging suit has a pocket on it. So I'm going to be making this jacket, hoodie. Um, and the fabric I'm planning on using is this. I have another fabric. This it will not probably get done this week. I don't know. We'll find out next week, okay? But I'm gonna use this fabric. Um, and it's 2 yards. I think it's 60 inches wide. I don't see the tag on it. I think it's 60 inches wide and it's 2 yards. I got this specifically for my grandson. So one will have one and one will have the other. And um, I'll be that one I probably won't work on this week, but this one I definitely will be because I've already cut it. It just have to be made. So boxers, dress, shirt. I probably have 4 items ready, maybe 5 for the week. And this is the other thing I want to finish. Um, this particular top is supposed to be straight down. I decided to put some darts in it to take away some of the fullness for my granddaughter to wear. I got to do a loop for it and attach both sleeves, and pretty much done with that. So this one's not a long project. That's probably something I could probably finish up on tomorrow, hopefully. If not tomorrow, it'll be Monday. But I'm trying to do at least 5. items in a week. Um, I could probably do more. It just depends on what's going on for that week. But these are attentive items that I plan to work on this week. Attentive. It may change because they're already cut. I'm gonna try to make sure I get it done. But that's pretty much it for my show and tell for this week. I really appreciate y'all coming in. Make sure if you haven't already, like the video. Um, Go ahead and tell me what you think of the makes. If there was something in there you would even have for one of your kids or grandkids. Um, have you ever thought of someone before? So if you think of those things, think of anything, drop a comment. You can always, I try to do my best to answer comments pretty much, maybe not every day, but if I happen to have my phone, I do try to go ahead and say something. But go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. I show tutorials on me sewing as well as showing the products or the things that I create for my family, especially right now. Getting ready, get in that holiday season mode and just make some things. Some of the videos may not be posted until after I have given it to them. Um, it just depends. I'm trying to make this do what it do. Sometimes I make it do right, and sometimes it just do wrong. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I am getting sleepy by the second. So, I appreciate y'all, appreciate your support. Thank you for coming in, and y'all have an amazing week. Catch y'all the next time. Deuces.